Hi all, this is Neelam and welcome to my channel Answer by Neelam Sachan. Welcome to the fourth and final episode of Beautiful Cursive Handwriting Guaranteed in 10th step. So we have done till the paragraph writing in my 3 previous videos. The link is there in the description below for you to follow. If you have joined in new, please subscribe to the channel now, and let's have a look at the final checklist points before the revision of all the letters. So that is what you need to do. You have to do the revision as the last exercise. Before that, let's have a 5-point checklist where you can check your writing. If you are a parent, you can check that for your child or your ward, and if you are learning it yourself, you can check it yourself. These are called the 5 self-assessment techniques for your good handwriting. I have tried that with the younger children and this works and they enjoy it thoroughly. So I think your younger ones will also enjoy. So keep enjoying and let's have a look at that. There are 5 checklist points. First is obviously the size. You have to check the size of the letters that the child is making. Or if you're writing yourself, you have to check the size. If the size of your fonts is height-wise, width-wise, it's all correct or not. And if you're still facing some problems, how to check for the size, what should be the width-wise size, what should be the height-wise size. then you can let me know in the comment section. I can make a detailed video on that as well. Second step, once you have checked for all the size, the length and the width of the letters, second step will be to check the space between the letters that is there. As you saw in the video, there is some space that is more between two letters in the same word, and some space at some places it was too less. That looks a little weird, so try to adjust the spaces, erase it, and then try to adjust it. You must have seen that I have switched from pencil to the pen in the later part, because once you are finalized that you are writing well, everything is correct, you can start writing with a pen. But initially try it with a pencil, where erasing is possible and erasing is easier. So for the children, pencil is advisable. One, you get a better handwriting with the pencil. That I personally find it to be so. The third checklist point is the slant. Now about the slant, let me talk a little bit. Slant is the inclination of your letters towards the right, straight or back. So there is a back slant, there is a straight slant or a no slant, and there is a forward slant. In English language, in any of the decorative scripts or the cursive, a forward slant is always preferred. If your child is writing with the back slant, if the child is following the same slant all the time, it's okay. But preferably go for either a forward slant or a straight handwriting. That is always advisable and looks better as a script. So this is the third checklist point, that you have to check the slant as shown in the video. Now the fourth checklist point here is if your letters are touching the appropriate lines or not. Now let me talk about the lines. What do I mean by the lines? In English script, there are 4 lines. The first one is the ascender line. That is, the ascender letters go up and touch this line. Second one is the X height line, as we saw in the previous video where I did the Gothic letters or the Old English font. You can understand the meaning and the spacing of these lines in that video, where I have explained a little bit more as compared to this, because young children may not be aware. So for that purpose we use a 4-line notebook where the line spacing is equal. So ascender line, X height line, base line and descender line. These are the 4 lines, and every letter has to touch the intended line that it has to touch. If it is going beyond, erase it, bring it down. If it is going beyond here, erase it, bring it a little up. Same with the smaller letters like the A, O, E, I, O, U. They cannot go beyond. Only the R and S head goes a little up. The rest will remain between the lines. Ensure that it is there. So this is your 4th checklist point. You have to check if every letter is between the lines, not floating, not hanging. So if you have checked till this point, the sizing, the slant, the spacing and the letters going up and down here and there, then I think there is only one thing left to check. That is the space between the words. How much should be the space between the words? Ideally, it should be just 1 letter. As younger children, we teach them to put a finger and then write the next word. But as they grow older, they still use that 1 finger method, and the space becomes, the finger starts growing and they start becoming bigger, but they still follow that method, and the space between the words become too much, so that the words in a sentence don't look like a sentence. They look like words scattered here and there. Please try to reduce that gap, and the gap between 2 words in a sentence should be just a single letter. You can try fitting an A in the air or imaginary. Just try fitting that much. If it is too much, bring back the next word, erase it, bring it back. And if it is too less, shift them a little bit so that they have proper breathing space. So I am sure if you can check this much and do 1-page practice and do all these 5-point checks, your handwriting is guaranteed to be beautiful, and you will be writing slowly over the time. You will be catching up the speed also with the cursive handwriting. I'm sure this would have helped, and in case you felt otherwise, please let me know in the comment section. And in case you want to know something more about the handwriting or how to improve, or if you are having a particular problem, you can ask me. I will try to resolve that issue for you as much as I can to the best of my knowledge. So thank you so much for your time and staying on this channel. Do not forget to share it with your friends and the loved ones, and I'm sure beautiful handwriting guaranteed has got you to where it was intended to. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.